this vision, I saw me taking leavened bread and bringing it out into the street and burning it with fire. And so I took the leavened bread that was in my house, I gathered it up, and I brought it out into the street. And I began to light it on fire with the wood. And then I knew this was a prophecy of the Lord. It was during the time of the counting of the Omer. And this is what I saw. The purging of the bread outside the camp is a prophetic foreshadow of the end times Exodus. Exodus chapter 12 verse 15 says, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread, even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. It is during the time of Passover that people are to remove the leavened bread from among their house, or they will be put outside the camp of Israel. The burning of the chametz is the preparation for the Passover and the time of the counting of the Omer. And this leaven is to be purged from among the church. And this is in 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 and 8. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened, for even Christ our Passover is sacrificed for us. Therefore let us keep the feast not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. And it was on the Exodus they were not permitted to bring leavened bread. And in the next Exodus, the leaven will be purged from the lump. Exodus chapter 19 verse 4. Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, how I bare you on eagle's wings and brought you unto myself. And the remnant of God are brought out into the wilderness on eagle's wings. In the book of Revelation chapter 12. In verse 14 it says, And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time from the face of the serpent. And on the next Exodus, there will be a purge of the leaven among the lump of the remnant before the Exodus. The city will be surrounded, and those who do not leave will be burned with fire. Luke chapter 21, verse 20 and 22. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. It is here the old leaven will be burned in the city streets, just as the bread that I burned was burned in the streets. And the unleavened bread will be brought out on the Exodus into the wilderness. And those who keep the commandments and the laws of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. Revelation chapter 12, verse 17, talks about the woman who goes out into the wilderness, who keeps the commandments of God and has the faith and the testimony of Jesus Christ. And it is here that we see that those who do not exodus out, who remain in the city, will be burned with fire. That leavened bread will be burned in the streets. Revelation chapter 17, verse 16 and 17. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. She will be burned with fire, just as that leavened bread was burned in the streets. Revelation chapter 18, verse 18. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famines, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judges her. The church worldwide that does not gather with the congregation at Jerusalem will suffer the same like fate. Those who do not come to the gathering and purge out the old leaven will also be burned with fire. First, Jerusalem is surrounded and sacked, and the unleavened bread goes out into the exodus to the wilderness, and the leaven that stays behind in spiritual Egypt is burned with fire. And then following, proceeding, you see the trumpet and the fire from the missiles going down globally from the first trumpet will be burning up all the grass. And this is the fire that will come down upon the old leaven that doesn't listen to come. Just like the burning of the chametz in the streets of the leavened bread, so shall it be in the end times. In Jerusalem and in the world, fire will burn that old leaven as we purge out the lump of the leaven, that the whole lump is holy unto the Lord. And this is the prophecy of the burning of the chametz, the prophecy of the burning of the bread.